What is going on, buddy? Welcome back to All Things Film. Today I'm here to talk about Maggie and do a bit of a breakdown of her character in the Season 9 trailer, because it looks like she has a black eye in this trailer, and that's something that a lot of people might have missed. But if you are new to this channel, welcome to the channel. First of all, this is a Walking Dead channel. We do other stuff occasionally, but mainly a Walking Dead channel. So if you're a Walking Dead fan, be sure to hit the subscribe button for daily Walking Dead videos. But let's get started talking about our beloved Maggie Green. Maggie Reese. So we see in a lot of the footage in this trailer, we see her having a black eye, and I want to start off talking about this image right here, where she was talking to Rick. This is probably the most clear shot of her black eye. We see her on our left side, so her right eye, and this is clear as day that it's a black eye because you can see the difference between the left and right eye. But this is where she's talking to Rick about, you know, you talked to me about being a leader, and you told me you're gonna follow me, but you never did, and that changes now. So the reason I want to bring this up is because I think she's going to get in a fight with Gregory that we see later on in the trailer. I'll talk about that right now, actually, because that's basically how I'm assuming she gets the black eye. But right here, it was hard to tell at first, but this is clearly Gregory and her fighting. This is straight out of the comic books. Now, I guess a bit of a spoiler for the comic books in case you don't read the comics or you don't want to know what's going to go down. But, you know, you don't even need to read the comics to know this, because I'm pretty sure everybody knows what's going to happen to Gregory, because his character is pretty much pointless at this point. But yeah, we see her fighting Gregory here, and I'm sure Gregory is going to be the cause of her black eye. And now I think Maggie is going to be killing Gregory early on in season 9, because season 9 we have a lot of stuff to get down to. We got the conflict between Rick and Maggie, Maggie and Gregory, and then we got the whole Whispers, then we got Magna, we got a whole new beginning. There's a lot of stuff they have to go through with season 9, and we also have Rick and Maggie leaving, so they have to speed through that. And that's why I believe these first 6 episodes are going to be super packed, which is a good thing for us fans. You know, there's going to be no slow episodes. So these first 6 episodes are going to be awesome. And I'm expecting Gregory to die within the first 2 episodes, just because his character is kind of pointless now, because we know Maggie is going to take over as leader. And you know, we just see, and he's probably still bitter about, you know, Maggie putting him in that cage and treating him as a savior, which he is not a good person, so he deserves it. So he's definitely gonna try to kill Maggie just like he does in the comics. And right here, I believe this is where she kills Gregory. Now in the comics, again, spoiler warning, I'm sorry if you didn't want to know this, but yeah, in the comics she hangs Gregory, and like everybody at the hilltop watches it. And right here we can see people like this guy right here, he has his head down and it's dark, and we see like it looks like somewhere where they, like right here, they kind of, it seems like they're building something. It definitely seems like this is like where they're gonna hang Gregory or do something, maybe even bury Gregory. They might change it from the comics, maybe they don't hang him, maybe they do something else. We're gonna have to wait and see. But this is clearly, like, I think this is gonna be Gregory's death right here. And this is actually an awesome image of her eye right here, because we can see the eye, even like we see it even like a little bit of purple here, because of, I think it's dark and you can see a little more. But yeah, that's a pretty good shot of her eye too. So Gregory and her is definitely gonna get into some problems. Gregory is probably gonna try to kill her, and then you know, she's gonna end up killing Gregory, because he's a threat to the you know, because right now they're in a new beginning phase, you know, everybody's peaceful and stuff, and then she's probably gonna want to kill him to get rid of him. But this is where it gets a little bit tricky, because we see Michonne talking to Maggie here, and we kind of still see the bit of the black eye here. It looks like it's gotten a little better. Maybe she put something on it to cover it up or something, but we see a scratch here too. So this is definitely after what happens to Gregory, I believe. Again, this is all speculation, I might be wrong, but that's what I'm assuming. This is going to be after what happens, after she kills Gregory, because what's happening here is that Maggie and Michonne are talking, and Michonne is telling Maggie that, you know, we have to do something. If people break rules, we have to do something, because, you know, this is a new world. You know, they can't just run around killing people. So I think she's gonna be a bit upset. I think people are gonna be a bit upset at Maggie for killing Gregory, because even, you know, we see Rick here talking to Maggie, and then Maggie is saying, again, this is like the first image I showed you guys. This is her with the black eye. So again, I think this is all after what happens with Gregory and Gregory dying, because Rick and Maggie are talking here, and she's saying, you know, you didn't trust me to be a leader, or you told me you're gonna follow me, but you didn't. So I think she wanted to take her own step towards leadership, and wanted to do her own thing to show herself as a leader. And now she's gonna get upset, or Rick is gonna get upset about this, because Rick saved fucking Negan's life, and that was Negan, a horrible person. And the fact that, you know, Maggie couldn't even save Gregory, I'm sure Rick is gonna get pissed off at Maggie for this, because Maggie is essentially doing the exact opposite of what Rick wants. And Maggie obviously is upset about Rick saving Negan, so she's gonna, you know, be a rebel and do the exact opposite of Rick wants. And that's exactly what happens in the comics. Maggie actually has a discussion with Jesus saying that, you know, how can, because they have a discussion in the comics like whether they should save Gregory or not, or kill him. And Maggie's like, you know, Rick saved Negan and I can't even save Gregory. Is that gonna show me as a bad leader or something? So I can see that kind of happening here, but in this case I think Maggie doesn't really care about Rick thinks of her, because Rick saved the person that killed her husband. So I think she's just trying to do, like, I think she's like angry, and she doesn't really care if, you know, Rick doesn't agree with how she does, you know, how she leads her group. But another interesting thing here is that this could ultimately lead to Maggie leaving The Walking Dead, because we know Lauren Cohen said her story is going to be open-ended. So what does that mean? That means she's going to have to leave. Well, Maggie's going to have to go, you know, be off screen for a little bit, probably going to go off and do her own thing or something, which again doesn't totally make sense to me, because she just had a baby. But you know, if they want to banish Maggie for what she did, because right now their whole, or at least Rick's, you know, ideology and his thing is like, okay, we gotta, you know, work together, we can't kill people for doing wrong things. I'm sure they're going to implement jails more. You know, if someone does something wrong, we can't just kill them. We got to throw them in jail. I think that's what's going to happen here. You know, that's Rick and Michonne's, you know, basically what they're trying to preach here during this new beginning era. So once I think Maggie, you know, betrays Rick's plans and his like ways of doing stuff, I feel like this could definitely lead to Maggie being banished from the hilltop. Again, that's a bit of a stretch, but I want to hear what you guys think. Again, I don't think that's exactly what's going to happen. What I think is going to happen is that Maggie's going to get upset about everything. You know, the way they do stuff. Rick is probably going to get upset about her killing Gregory, and she's probably going to get fed up with this whole, you know, everything, and she wants to go off with Georgie. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen, because I think there's a reason her and Georgie are connected. But again, I'm even like, you know, I don't even agree with what I'm saying, just because she just had a baby, and it's going to be so weird if she just walks off. I mean, I guess she could take the baby with her, but that's just going to be so weird. I don't know. I'm just excited to see how they're going to play it out. But that's what I think is going to happen with Maggie and the Black Eye. And I just quickly wanted to make this video because I feel like a lot of people might have missed the Black Eye. But leave your thoughts and opinions on how you think Maggie will leave the show, and how her story is going to be open-ended. Again, thanks for watching, guys. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like rating. And if you do want more Walking Dead videos like this, stay tuned for daily Walking Dead videos by hitting that subscribe button. So thanks for watching, guys. It's been All Things Film. Until next time, peace.